This is a video of another test in my ongoing effort to determine why the Astronics vertical power primary power system continues to terminate the start, even though the starter output of the PPS now is only driving about a 6 amps pull-in load and a 0.63 amp hold-in load for a separate contactor that is actually switching the power from the battery to the starter. So power comes out of the battery, goes into the box, as you'll see in a second, hooks onto this manual battery switch. Temporarily, I've got 12 volts coming off here through this Leviton switch, and then into the appropriate contactor, into the appropriate contact within the PPS right here that provides a 12 volt signal to tell the PPS to energize the starter output. So now this is the contactor that the PPS will be operating. For a time in earlier tests, I had the contactor grounded on the ground stud of the primary power system, with that ground stud being in turn grounded by this number 12 wire that goes directly to the engine block. I doubt that that's a problem, but just to prove it, this test is now grounding the contactor coil directly to the engine block via this wire. So that's what I'm going to be testing right now. I have the camera set up here so that the voltage of the starter output terminal on the PPS can be monitored during the start attempt. Step number one is turn on the temporary master switch. Step number two is confirm that the start fuel solenoid is powered and therefore fuel is not going to be running to the engine. The starter switch is, temporary starter switch is in the off position. Battery switch is now on. And with that, everything should be ready to go. And we'll test in 3, 2, 1. Okay, so that's one successful test. I'll let the engine stop and I'll try it again. Just confirm that my starter wires are not too hot. No, they're fine. Okay, in 3, 2, 1. So, I've done nothing. The voltmeter is appropriately connected to ground and to the PPS's start terminal. So that certainly does seem to suggest that there is some issue within the PPS. It certainly should be able to carry the load of that contactor only, since it really should be able to turn over an entire engine, at least a reciprocating engine. All right, so I'll be consulting with Astronics on what's going on.